Hey yo, how you doing? This is your man Foji Ghana back again. Thank you for the massive support you're showing this channel. Please, if you are new, take a moment to subscribe, like, and comment so we can grow this channel together and make it a big channel for Arsenal fans everywhere. Now, Arsenal have been linked with multiple players. It seems like every agent, every club wants to link their player to Arsenal Football Club. Now, for the forward positions, we've been linked with lots of players, right from Alexander Isaac, Victor Osimhen, Santiago Jimenez, Victor Gyokeres, Matthews Kuna, Ivan Toney, Artem Dobik, Benjamin Solanke, Joshua Zirkzee, Jonathan David, and Serhou Guirassy. I'm just mentioning the ones I personally have seen in the media. And I've made a comprehensive video on all the players I've seen linked with Arsenal Football Club this summer. The link is in the description below. Now, of course, we know Arsenal want to really strengthen that forward position because even though we scored almost the same number of goals as Man City last season, but still, there's a feeling that we are not clinical enough in that forward position, that there are chances that we normally miss, that if we had someone to tuck them away, we could be winning games more easily than we do. For instance, the games that we lost at home, like Aston Villa, where we had numerous chances, we didn't take them, and we ended up losing 2-0. And that game actually is the one game you can point to that lost us the league in the long run last season. So I guess Arteta has learned the lesson, and now he's all out to get a top striker, a world-class striker, 25 plus goals a season striker. Someone you can bet on. You know, if you get only one chance in a game, you know they will tuck it away. They won't flap about. They will just put the ball in the net. That's the kind of striker we're looking for. And right now, we seem to have narrowed down from all these numerous strikers linked to our club to three main strikers. Victor Osimhen, Victor Gyokeres, so two Victors there, and Serhou Guirassy. Now, these strikers are all different in terms of their qualities, but what we know is that all of them are very good at scoring goals. Let's start with Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen is a tall forward who's very quick. He's got very good upper body strength. He's able to accelerate quickly beyond his marker. He's very good in the box. He's able to hold off the defenders, create space for himself, and shoot very quickly. He is very prolific in terms of his goal returns. We saw him score about 26 goals in 32 games when they were going for the title with Napoli in the 2022-2023 season. So he knows where the goal is. He's also got a few assists, about 3 or 4 assists in that season as well. And he has got that presence in the box and in the forward line. When you see him there, you know they're going to have to double mark him, put two defenders on him because, he can just muscle in and score, almost from nothing. So just catch him, do your own research, but he is a top striker, mentioned to be among the top 5 strikers in the world in terms of his quality. 25 years old, Osimhen, I believe, and he will not come cheap. Napoli are demanding about £102 million release clause for him. Now, some sources lately have said that they are willing to take less than that. They're willing to take as little as £77 million thereabouts to release this player. Arsenal are said to be very keen. They're saying to be readying an offer. In fact, some sources say they are already in negotiations with Napoli about buying this player. He was injured a bit last season. He didn't play all the games last season. He played about 25 games in the whole season and he scored about 15 goals thereabouts. So this is a striker that I think can be a very good signing for Arsenal. But let's compare him with other strikers before you decide who could be the best choice for Arsenal to sign in this transfer window. Now, we've got another Victor called Victor Gyokeres. Striker who used to be in England with Coventry in the Championship, scored lots of goals, but I don't know how all the clubs in England missed out on him. He ended up going to Sporting Lisbon in Portugal for quite a tidy sum of about £25 million. He's gone over there, he's pulled up the trees. He's scored 43 goals in 50 games in all competitions. Wow, that is Haaland-like return in terms of the sheer amount of goals this guy scores. He's strong as well. He is tenacious, he's fast, he can dribble, he can make space for himself, he can score with both feet, although he favors his right foot. He is tenacious, he can drive from midfield, can drive from the wing. He's not that tall, he's not the kind of guy you say dominates the big defenders in the Premier League. But the sheer movement that he's got, he creates space for himself. He knows how to fight around, he knows how to make the turn, he knows how to create space in the box. He can shoot. He seems to be comfortable shooting from anywhere, really. He can shoot from in the box, outside the box. He can curl the ball in. He can just slot it. He can smash it. He's the guy who looks like a complete fox in the box striker, a complete number 9. He actually reminds me of Suarez, from Liverpool. I like this player, man. If you've seen my videos before, you've seen how I have really told Arteta and Edu to go all out for this player, Victor Gyokeres. He's the kind of player who can easily come and hit 20-25 goals, in my opinion. And, Portugal is not such a lowly league. Players who come from Portugal to the Premier League, they fare quite well. We've seen Fernandes at Manchester United. They proper do well in the Premier League. So this is one player that I think could actually be a very good signing for Arsenal. So the only little dampener that I've heard about Victor Gyokeres is that he underwent a knee operation in late May. And this is likely to take him up to 6 weeks to recover. Now, with the knee surgery, we don't know how he's going to recover. We've seen the likes of Jesus recovering from a knee injury and still having those niggling issues, not being able to come back to his true self, in terms of not able to twist and turn when he's dribbling and all that. So that is just one dampener. I hope he recovers fully and we have a fully fit player to come to Arsenal Football Club if we are going for Victor Gyokeres. Now, last on this list is one very interesting player. His name is Serhou Guirassy. He plays for Stuttgart in the Bundesliga and he netted 30 goals in all competitions last season. That is a massive return. You can't ignore this player. He's 28 years old, so much older than both Osimhen and Gyokeres, who are about 25 years old. But the most interesting thing is not only his goal return, which is absolutely impressive, but he's got a very affordable release clause. Some sources say that he could cost as little as £15 million. Now, that is an absolute steal. If a player is costing that much and is a player who can hit 28, 29, 30 goals in the Bundesliga in one season, that is a prolific player. And at 28 years old, you don't have much to teach him. He can come and hit the ground running. And at that fee, £15 million, that's a very low risk to take on a player of this caliber. So side by side, we've got three fantastic strikers, Victor Osimhen, Victor Gyokeres, and Serhou Guirassy. Who, in your opinion, should Arsenal sign this summer without further delay? Please just put a comment in the comment section and let me know which of these three strikers you will propose that Arsenal sign this transfer window. Personally, looking at them, I can see some different profiles there. Serhou Guirassy and Victor Osimhen, they are both tall, they're above 6 foot tall, and they look very strong. They look like they're ready-made for the tough battles of the Premier League, the physical side of the Premier League game, where you go away and you find some tough defenders whom you have to jostle about with. So, and this other player, Victor Gyokeres, looks like he's got that guile that, he can actually create something out of nothing. He can dribble past players. He can be quite a handful in terms of, he can turn, he can play on the shoulder of the defender. He's got a different profile from what we already have, because we already have Havertz, who's got that presence up front, who's able to sort of have that physical battle with the defenders. He can head the ball. He's got that presence when you need someone to sort of be at the end of crosses. He's there. So having another player who's got the same profile may not be the best use of a transfer window. That is why, looking at all these three players, I would say my number one is Victor Gyokeres. This player, I think, can actually light up Arsenal Football Club in terms of bringing that fox in the box kind of player whom we're lacking at the moment. Sometimes you see Saka crossing or some other winger crossing like Martinelli and the ball just goes begging. I don't think the ball can go begging too many times when you have a player like Victor Gyokeres in your squad. Number two, if we don't get Victor Gyokeres for some reason, then I would say get Victor Osimhen, because he's world class, he's proven, and is able to come and offer that threat. When opposing players see Victor Osimhen on the team sheet, they'll be quaking in their boots. They will absolutely know that there's going to be a battle, in this game. Victor Osimhen, second choice. And thirdly, of course, Serhou Guirassy. If we miss on the other two targets, then absolutely go out and get Serhou Guirassy. He's 28 years old. He can come in and do a job for maybe 2-3 years at Arsenal Football Club. Who knows, he might be a hit, and we will have saved a lot of money, which we can invest now maybe in the midfield or in the wing position, where there are so many interesting players linked with Arsenal Football Club. It was nice having you. Please take a moment, if you've not done so, to subscribe. And also click that like button, and comment something so that we can get this channel on fire and grow it to make it a big channel for Arsenal fans everywhere. God bless you. See you next time. Bye-bye.